Thank you, honored guests, and I'm very happy to be here, and so are we, our company Solvatten, honored to receive this fantastic quality award. And I think I also appreciate very much that you put ESQR put the quality on the top agenda in the world, because I think we need quality thinking and quality actions. So I'm Petra Wadström. I'm the inventor of Solvatten. Solvatten means sun and water in Swedish, and it's a system to treat and heat water with the help of the sun. Solvatten is especially developed for households in developing countries, where for families living outside the electrical grid and living in poverty without access to safe water or hot water at home, quality water. I come from Stockholm, Sweden. Stockholm was once, for about 150 years ago, called the most stinking capital in Europe. A city with cholera, with high child mortality, and very poor facilities for sanitation and hygiene. Some innovative entrepreneurs offered the household service by bringing hot water and a bathtub put into the kitchen or the living room for the whole family to be cleaned. And about 80 years ago, Stockholm, still people didn't have just a cold water tap at home, but no toilet. It was a dry toilet for many families to share in the backyard. And then some years later, the gas water heaters were introduced, and toilets were installed in some apartments, not all of them. 1950s, when the bathrooms were more common, but still warm water and energy was scarce. So a bath once a week was a luxury. I know because I was born then. In Stockholm today, we have both showers and bathrooms, and well-being, and even flushing the toilets with quality drinking water. Access to good hygiene is easy, and the child mortality is very low. But in many countries in the world today, too many people do not have access to safe or hot water at home. There are cholera, typhoid, trachoma, scabies, intestinal worms, diseases that could be preventable. It is not just about safe drinking water, it's also access to heated quality water to avoid spreading hygiene and water-related diseases. Nearly 2 billion people suffer from intestinal worms, mainly children. The most common way to treat and heat water and to cook water for food and hygiene, it's to boil. Boil with charcoal and firewood and on simple stoves. Still 90% of people living in Tanzania uses charcoal and firewood daily. When the forest is cut down, the soil erosion starts, and it's hard to farm the land. And on top of that, poor people living with the consequences of the negative climate situation. Solvatten, it's a 10 liters container, and it uses the sun to both heat the water. Pasteurization starts, and when you expose the contaminated water with the harmful bacteria, with the viruses, the bacteria, and the parasites, the UV light, especially UVB, is then the harmful ingredient to destroy the microorganism, the cell. The technology is highly efficient in purifying the water. No batteries, no spare parts needed, and has a long lifespan of 7 to 10 years. I wanted to invent a useful tool, especially to women struggling with their lives and the lack of basic facilities. Preheated water for cooking reaches up to 75 degrees, makes the need for energy much much less. One Solvatten is saving 6 to 10 trees per year, allowing them to continue to grow, reducing 1 to 2 tons of carbon emission into the atmosphere. Studies have shown measurable results that giving women a valuable time, 2 to 3 hours a day, less sick days and more time for school, is part of the impact. Solvatten has a positive impact on all 17 sustainable goals. Today, we have reached more than 67,000 families. This is nearly 400,000 people. Solvatten has changed their lives to the better. I think quality, especially to poor people, is very essential. Thank you.